I go extra every day. I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Bears and the Browns, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hope we'll get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. To throw is Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On first down, it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 4 yards remain for second down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Watson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 44. Out of the gun, Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. Call it no gain there on the first down play.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no blame the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. From the red zone now, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
From the gun, here's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a pickup of 6.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go with the option, coming right. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Fields. Caught by Montgomery. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. A reminder, opening weekend definitely in sight now. Thursday, September 8th, that's when it all gets going. The defending champs, LA Rams, hosting the team that many think could win the AFC, the Buffalo Bills. Charles and I will be there, and then we got some great matchups on that Sunday as well. Kansas City and Arizona, Raiders and the Chargers, and on Sunday night, Tom Brady, yeah, he's back, and his Bucs are heading to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Oh, able to avoid him. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick-6.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. And great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Fields now to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Chase Claypool. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Now Watson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense. Blanketed the field with extra defensive back.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part.
That he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Fields. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Watson on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Watson now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided. Looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. 3rd quarter, here we go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the 3rd. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Here's Chubb on the read option. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Chubb on the read option. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They pitch it to Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to throw. Fields got an open man. It's Pringle. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Byron Pringle, 75 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Watson now going to keep it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down. To throw is Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards on the play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
A run for Nick Chubb. Trucks over him and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 48 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt from 4 yards out. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Pettis now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Back to throw, Simeon. Open man right side is St. Brown. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's second down. Now Simeon. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second down, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. On second and 9, Simeon. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, Simeon. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Griffin. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And it's intercepted. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day. Starting on the ground with Herbert.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Brissett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Jermaine Carter on the spell. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 4.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Brissett. Right back to Bell, and it's caught once again. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Brissett. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Brissett to the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But
and he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance